What's up, losers? Kidding. What's up, guys? AWA in order on Christmas Eve. 2 hours till when it's Christmas here where I live. A little bit less than 2 hours, actually. I hope you're all doing good on your holidays, on your break. I hope you're all celebrating the holidays, whatever holidays you celebrate. Whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus. If you celebrate Festivus, that should be a natural holiday. Festivus should be a national holiday. Yeah, we should celebrate Festivus, the greatest fictional holiday in the universe. Now, some of you might be busy. I don't know. I don't know. But some of you might be busy. Well, first, the Batman is not a Christmas movie. Oh, Batman Returns is. I hope you're all good. It was funny. There was actually quite a bit of news today on Christmas Eve. Like more news than I have figured. I expected. Seriously, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'll probably get nothing tomorrow. It's strange as hell. Yeah, I'm very blinded on for sure because blinded is already in the chat. I'm gonna. I wonder if Degrassi's going to be here. So we're going to celebrate holiday movies, Christmas movies that we're going to do until midnight. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what the stream was about. Okay. It's just weird. I just gotta say this. It was just freaking weird. I don't care about fucking Superman's trunks. Okay? Today. Oh, Zack Snyder comes out. He's been trying for. Zack Snyder comes out. So James Gunn talked to Zack Snyder about the trunks. And Zack Snyder said, yeah, I've been trying for a billion, or there's a billion, I was trying for a billion ways to get the fucking red trunks on Superman. I'm like, who fucking cares about fucking trunks? Dude, it's fucking underwear over a costume. Look at this shit. I don't care about fucking red trunks. Okay? Look at that. Look at it. Oh, he said I tried like a billion versions with the trunks and just never got there. And I said I see how I said that's the case. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. All right. whatever. Fuck the whatever, man. Like about James Gunn and Saxon are talking about fucking underwear trunks. I'm also seeing one thing. I gotta see another thing. Um, all right. I think I did. Oh, I'm gonna try. I'm trying. Okay, there we go. No, not that. Not that. No, yeah, actually this. This. Yeah, that's the link I want to send out. Oh man, there we go. I'm back from the dead. All right, guys. Some of you might be busy, so obviously you might not be watching the stream. Some of you might be very busy, celebrating the holidays, eating at dinner, doing whatever to do on Christmas Eve. But if you're able to make it, come in the chat. If I have invitation for you to come online, to come talk live, whatever. Toughy nuffy today. There was no sports today. It was like the worst. This is like the one day of the year there was no sports on. All right, and we're gonna try to get this. Christmas is not an American holiday. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're crazy. Okay, we're gonna get to some midnight my time. Okay, midnight my time. That's because that's when it's Christmas. And where's blinded? George said he might join. It depends. It depends. George might join. All right, man. Let's have some fun, you filthy animals. Yeah, I'm gonna call you all filthy animals from Home Alone. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Yeah, you guys keep the change. Okay? Keep the change, you filthy animal. I love messing with you guys. I do, I do. And blinded, it's Nightmare Before Christmas, not the night before Christmas. All right. Yeah, so there's no stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow, but Thursday there'll probably be a stream. I don't know what I'm going to talk about Thursday, but there'll be a stream Thursday for sure. So, okay, man, let's talk about some Christmas holiday movies. Okay? That's what we're here for. It's to talk holiday movies. Right? Let's, let's talk. What my favorite Christmas movie? I mean, do like Home Alone, obviously. First, the Home Alone. I do like Batman Returns. It's a great Christmas movie. Not even for Christmas. I'm not. No, I'm not the biggest Elf fan. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Elf fan. I do like some of the Santa Claus movies, Tim Allen movies. What else? What else? Oh yeah, Jingle All the Way. I love Jingle All the Way. The Schwarzenegger movie where he tries to get a toy for his son. Turbo? Is it Turbo? What is it? What's the toy? With Sinbad. That's fucking hilarious. Turbo Man, yeah. Turbo Man, that's fucking hilarious. He wants to get, he's trying to do what it takes to get a Turbo Man. It's such a hot item, right? And everybody, all the parents are going crazy for it to try to get it for their kids, right? Such a great movie too. A Sinbad, you know, such a great movie. Jingle All the Way. We're definitely gonna talk about whatever comes to your mind too. Whatever comes to your mind. Also, I mean, there's some non-comedy movies that, right? There's also some non-comedy Christmas movies out there. Okay, Christmas. That's Jim Carrey's last character's last name in Dumber and Dumber's last name is Lloyd Christmas. Lloyd Christmas. So I want to talk Home Alone first. All right, like Home Alone. There's the first two movies. Yeah, Home Alone had a third movie. Then they had a bunch of direct to DVD movies or whatever later on. But Home Alone is just the first two movies. The second one is in New York, takes place in New York. But the first Home Alone movies are classic Christmas movies. They're fun as hell, hilarious, just jaw dropping. But my God, the cast and crew, the entertainment, the sadness. But it was just, what is this? No, the only thing. That's what I said. Oh my god. Oh my god, Degrassi. Why don't you come on, Degrassi? I sent you an invite. If you want to talk, if you have free time, talk about your favorite Christmas movies. that can't. That can't be it. Joking. But yeah, Home Alone. Home Alone. I mean, Home Alone is just a fun to almost everybody. It's hard. It's hard. You can't hate Home Alone. You can't hate Home Alone. Okay, it's impossible to hate Home Alone. Okay, it's impossible to hate Home Alone. Okay, Is it? Eyes wide shut. Now, Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin on the rise. His stardom's on the rise. He's been in other films before Home Alone, but like Home Alone is when people really take notice. But you recognize some of the cast, right? Cast on the hero, eventually John Candy, Daniel Stern, Joe Pesci. You recognize the cast of that film, and like little kid, Kevin McAllister, he's a fucking psychopath, man. He's intelligent too. Really intelligent too, man. It's just that the stuff. I mean, I wish I made my family disappear, and then you see the montage of him alone in the house, shaving, doing all this shit. You know, just eating ice cream in the bed, shaving, and he puts on and then when he shaves, it burns, and he's like, ah. The kid, um, Buzz, I'm messing with your cards. You better beat me up. You better pound me to a pulp. His brother Buzz. Oh, you better not ruin my vacation. Oh, I wouldn't want to ruin your vacation, you cheapskate, you cheapskate. To his uncle. How was dinner, by the way, Degrassi? I know you had a good dinner. Oh, oh, what he did to the pizza delivery guy? Oh my god, what a prank! What a prank he did to the pizza delivery guy with the with the videotape, with the video. I'll give you the count to three. You get your yellow belly butt out of here. One, two, and you start shooting a machine gun. and, 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 and the pizza delivery guy when he thought that was happening. Okay, that's pretty funny. I mean, he did that. I like that. I like the exact same thing in Home Alone 2. All right, where's Blinded? Where's George? Oh, there's George. Uh, I had a good dinner too. I didn't eat too much. I had a good dinner. All right, I think he got like Dallas Stern and Joe Pesci, Harry and Marv, right? Joe Pesci, he was the police. He was the police overwatching the he was overwatching the family, the McAllister families at the beginning of the when they're all together in the big manor, right? He was watching there and he had that gold tooth that shined. And then Dallas Stern. I mean, Joe Pesci and Dallas Stern. I mean, Joe Pesci has come back from did Irishman and basically has gone back into hiding. But Dallas Stern's been hiding for a while, man. Dallas Stern hasn't done anything since the '90s. I mean, actually, he has done some stuff You could find some stuff that Donald Stern has done, but his heyday has been the '90s, and he hasn't really been in major things then. But there, he has had some work. It's very hard to find Donald Stern's current uh, filmography. It's just very hard to find what Donald Stern's been up to. But he has had some minimal work. I mean, like the last big film he was in. I don't know. The last major film he was in. I don't know what it been. Oh yeah, he was in that movie. He was in that Netflix movie with the workaholic crew cast for Netflix. That was 2018. I thought it was before. He was in that movie. Yeah, I remember that. But he hasn't really done anything major, really. But he did. I remember back years ago. I don't know, 2018, 2017. He had a little. He was in the dark, and he played up his on social media because he does have an X account. He played up his his character Marv, right? Like he's still acting as Marv, and he's played this character like he was still Marv, and he did a little minute clip of like pretending he's still Marv and pretending that Kevin McAllister, is still out to get him. So out to get him, they get him to murder him and stuff. Like Kevin, he say like that video clip was like saying Kevin McAllister eventually became like a psychopath. But pretty funny. And there was it's funny too. There's a home. Oh, I'll probably be streaming after 11. And I can't believe the Home Alone series went on and on. The Home Alone series went on and on for. I think there's like 5 or 6 movies, and I know Home Alone 4. It was like a direct to DVD. It was bad. I actually seen it. Like French Stewart. Like in Home Alone 4, Merv comes back. Merv comes back, played by French Stewart, and French Stewart is famous for. If you don't know French Stewart, if you don't know, I mean Degrassi knows, but if you watch the '90s, if you know Third Rock from the Sun, French Stewart was very well known for that show, Third Rock from the Sun with John Lithgow, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Kristen Johnson. Degrassi, I love that show. I love that show, Third Rock from the Sun. So yeah. Yeah, but like, I don't care. I don't care. And in Home Alone 3, my first introduction. My first introduction, Home Alone 3, not my first introduction, Home Alone 3, and I'm sure some of you may remember or not, but my first introduction to this actress was in Home Alone 3, and that actress is Scarlett Johansson. I don't know if you remember her in Home Alone 3 because it was not a good movie. Obviously, Home Alone 3 was not a good movie, but it did introduce us to Scarlett Johansson. Remember, she was a child actress. She was a child actress, Scarlett Johansson. The Batman Clears. Yeah, Batman Clears. Scarlett Johansson was like I don't know what movie's coming. 97, 27 years ago. How old is she now? 40. 40 take away 27. Uh, she was like 13 at the time. Yeah. That would have been great. That would have been great. That would have been great if like Marv and Harry turn a new leaf instead of being criminals. You're like they're like Robin Hood criminals. You know, they steal from high profile clients, the witch or something like that. They're like and they give to the poor. I mean, they to change their uh yeah, maybe they like have kind of a new leaf. But that would have been great. But yeah, Home Alone 3 gave us an introduction to Scarlett Johansson. That's it. Like that's the biggest thing about Scar that Home Alone 3 gave us. That might have been her. I don't know if that's even her first movie. I don't know. I can't find her filmography. Let me tell you something. Scarlett Johansson started off in some really, really bad movies in her career at the beginning when she's really, really young. I'm telling you, didn't. She was in some really, really bad movies at the beginning of her career. Really, really bad movies. And I can't even find her filmography. Here we go. See, like, yeah, Home Alone 3 was not her first movie, but it was one of her first movies. She, I don't know how many people not realize that Scarlett Johansson was a child actress at one point. Okay. What really got her on, what really got Scarlett Johansson on to becoming a huge breakout star? Because it took a while. Yeah, she was a child actress, but it took a while for her to break out. Truly to become a huge star, and that was a lost in translation. Translation. North is a piece of shit. Yeah. Um, she wasn't like she wasn't. Her career was not good. Her career at the beginning was not good. The movies she chose were not good as a kid. But let's be honest. But she was a kid. Like, come on. Most of the time, a lot of actors and actresses will star in movies just to build up a resume, a career, in shitty movies. And if they stick with it, good. And she did, and she finally broke out with Lost in Translation, and since then, one of the biggest stars. Oh, here, Finbar's here. Finbar, can you come on, or is it too late? I mean, it's Christmas where you are. What's your favorite Christmas movie? And where is Blinded? Where's my buddy Blinded? Where is Blinded? The only good thing was Scarlett Johansson in Home Alone 3. And let me tell you, I hope there was no purse back then waiting for her to turn 18. Because I know in the 90s with 90s actresses, 80s, 90s actresses, there were pervs back then waiting for like certain certain actresses to turn 18. Oh, Woody Allen, huh? Oof. Oof. Sadly, but sadly, since she's actually left the MCU, sadly, when she left the MCU, like she hasn't had the same success. She's left the MCU, and I think that's gonna change though, because I do think with her next big movie, um, Jurassic World Rebirth, that's gonna change. She's gonna find success with that. That'll be her big first success since leaving the MCU. It's Jurassic World Rebirth. She might find some success on Thunderbolts, but as a producer, I want you to come on. I want you to come on. I'm inviting you on, Finbar. I didn't know you were going to be awake. If you can come on, Finny. But let's get back. I don't know where blind it is, Finbar. I'm sorry, I don't know where blind it is. I sent him an invitation. I think it ghosted me. But Home Alone, I mean, like, come on. And I'm gonna be honest. I know a lot of people say the first one's better than New York, but I like the New York. I like Home Alone 2 in New York better. I like the one in New York better. Honestly, I don't know. I just like. I like the. I like. I mean, because I like how I like the hotel. The hotel when he goes in the hotel. Oh, come on, Finbar. You're working on holidays, man. Come on. Even the military. I mean, I understand your job would probably require you to work on Christmas, obviously. Yeah, that sucks, Finbar. Well, it's Christmas where you are, right? So I hope you got your. I hope. Are you gonna be? Are you gonna be there when your daughter opens up the presents? Because what? It's almost what? But I like Home Alone too bad. I like the whole. I mean, they got Bob Schneider and Tim Curry. Then you got right downstairs and Joe Pesci returning. You go to New York. It's hilarious. Those two films are hilarious. Hilarious. I think he does. Oh, like Joe Pesci and Dallas Stern. I mean, they have to do more stuff. I mean, they should have done more stuff. Uh, I mean, Catherine Hera played a perfect mom, a mom that was worried. I just love how the family they left them, and they just like the first movie they did. In the first movie, the sister counted the wrong kid, right? Remember she did a head count. The mom told him to do a head count. The sister counted the wrong kid's head, so they thought that kid was. They thought she thought that kid was Kevin McAllister. She didn't really check. The second movie, you know what? They got to the airport, everything was fine, but they were in a rush because they woke up late, right? They woke up late, they were in a rush, and they were running through the airport. But Kevin dropped his camera, and he lost his family. And you know what? He thought he saw his dad because some guy was wearing a similar jacket, and he's instead of going to was it France? Which one was France? Was it the second one? Yeah, I think it was France. Instead of going to France, he goes to New York, right? Finbar doesn't have HBO. Max, I know. But he finds a way to watch stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry about Finbar. Don't worry about Finbar. Finbar is very savvy. He knows. Trust me, Finbar knows what he's doing. Finbar is like the smartest man on the planet. He's smarter than Reed Richards. Okay. Yeah. Now what? Now Elf. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Elf. Honestly, I don't know if Olivia Perkins would have worked. I mean, Catherine O'Hara played a perfect mother. Mother. She was just perfect for that role. Very Canadian. Her and John Candy. And you know what made the first Home Alone movie so good? John Candy and Catherine O'Hara in the same scene together because they have chemistry together because I believe Catherine O'Hara was on the same. Okay, Catherine O'Hara. I believe Catherine O'Hara and John Candy worked on Second TV together. Yeah, Second City TV. Yeah. So you could tell they had chemistry together. And this is in Toronto, guys. In Toronto. I mean, like, there's Toronto and Chicago. Oh, and don't forget John Head. And Second City TV, I think started a year, or I think started a year or two before SNL. Cause like the thing is, SNL had competition early on. Early on, SNL, yeah, SNL and Second City TV started at the same time. There was competition. There's SNL doesn't have, yeah, yeah. Rest in peace. SNL doesn't have any competition for sketch comedy anymore. It had Mad TV, but SNL was always dominant Mad TV. But SNL doesn't have competition in terms of sketch comedy anymore, like it did back then, and like it did in the '90s and early 2000s. Like, there's no competition for SNL anymore. And John had, yeah, man, rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, so yeah, like I mean, like I saw Elf, but I'm not the biggest fan of Elf. I don't know why. I think it's because as I get older, as I get older and watch that movie, I think I'm getting to a point where, you know what? Um, Will Ferrell's comedy, I think is I think it's just wearing off on me. The more I see him in stuff like from his past stuff, I'm like, that I actually probably liked back then. The more if I watch it up to date, I feel like his I feel like I'm not, yeah, this comedy sucks. I mean, like I feel like he can be funny, but I feel like his humor could sometimes be really really unfunny and like really really bad. To me, if I had to compare him to a comedian where he could be really funny or not funny, it could be like Ab Sandler. Okay, like I like Adam Sandler movies. Don't get me wrong. I like Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, Wedding Singer. But then he has these movies, these comedic movies where so cheesy and over the top, like Little Nicky, Jack and Jill. Okay, things like that. Uh, makes I like Adam Sandler's comedy, but I like it toned down comedy bits. I like comedy here's the thing. In movies, I like live action comedy that's toned down and not overly cheesy. Like Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell, some other comedians are willing to go. Okay, like Adam Sandler, and Will Ferrell are perfect two examples. Yeah, they come from the SNL crowd. I guess it's part of their act that they is SNL is it's like that, right? SNL, like a lot of people from SNL always. I feel like they're when they're not working in SNL, even though some of their movies are SNL projects, right? Like Will Ferrell, Night of the Roxbury is an SNL production movie, but I feel like it's the same with Austin Powers, for example. Like Mike Myers. Look, I like Austin Powers, but if you really look at his other stuff besides Wayne's World, he's not the best. Look at what's that movie, The Glove Guru? He's not the best. He's not the best. I think it's a lot of a lot of people that work at SNL. I think it's just when their comedy gets too cheesy, too so ridiculous, it's not good. When they're comedy in their movies that are toned down a bit, I like. I'm like, look at Chris Farley. Chris Farley, like I love Chris Farley. Like I don't know how many young people, a lot of young people. I know some young people I talked on here. Don't know who Chris Farley on YouTube. Don't know who Chris Farley is or was. And it made me totally like shocked, shocked. I mean, like, come on, Chris Farley. Like, how can you not know the legend of Chris Farley, right? The Chris Farley, some stuff he was a little outrageous, but even his Beverly Hills Ninja, Tommy Boy, those films that was the future, it was still toned down. It wasn't ridiculous like Jack and Jill or like Little Nicky. Okay, I mean, I think how can I say it best? The original Shrek. Well, how can I say this? I know Austin Powers is SNL based, but I meant Wayne's World, right? Like Wayne's World was SNL based, and I like Wayne's World, but Wayne's World wasn't like wasn't ridiculous. Wasn't like Wayne's World wasn't one of Mike Myers' ridiculous comedies. It was ridiculous. It was just a bunch of headbangers, rockers that love rock and have their own like syndicated small show. But it wasn't ridiculous like his previous like Austin Powers is ridiculous, but it worked. But you look at his other stuff, look at Austin Powers' other stuff besides Austin Powers and Shrek. The Shrek series doesn't count as his voice, his animation. But look at his other work besides Wayne's World and Austin Powers. Not good. Now I know he's in. I know he was good in the Cream doc, Freddie Mercury doc, but that was not comedic. But if you look at his other stuff, yeah, Wayne's World was a huge hit. But if you look at his other stuff besides Wayne's World and the Shrek series, Um, Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat was horrible, right? Uh, the Love Guru. And Adam Sandler, like his over the top comedy is not good. I'm sorry, like, Adam Sandler's over the top comedy is not good. I'm gonna say a hot take. Hot take. Over the top comedy in general is not good. Most of the time. In film. But I'll say this. Comedians are great actors because a lot of them could do other things besides being funny. Like Adam Sandler, he's good at being dramatic and the dramatic actor. Okay? Okay? Even Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey? Look, it's Sonic, Sonic, his all Sonic movies, his he was over the top, but I'm okay with it because it worked for the Sonics for kids. Over the top comedy for kids is fine. It's fine. Like it's fine, and that's the character we're bonding. But Jim Carrey, I mean, yeah, his stuff is over some. A lot of some stuff is over the top, like Ace Ventura. The Mask is meant for kids, so it's I get away with that. But like, it's not. He doesn't get as ridiculous as Adam Sandler some of his films. Because you don't see Jim Carrey making a film like Waterboy, where he has a mother who lives in the forest and is really, really out there, and the Waterboy talks weird like that. Like, you don't see Jim Carrey make a movie like that. Okay? But you see him make Dumb and Dumber, which is fun. It's funny as hell. Uh, but then Ace Ventura is a little over the top. I'll say that. But then you see some other movies where he's a dramatic actor. He's good at that. And I'll say somebody who's really underappreciated as a comedic actor, and I love this movie Jingle All the Way, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He may not be the best actor, but I think he's underrated as an actor. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger is a big muscle guy who doesn't seem like he has a this muscle guy doesn't seem like he's an actor. He's just there. He's on film because look, he's well built. You know what? It's you star him, right? You star him in films, right? But you noticed as he got closer to the 90s, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 90s started to do non-action roles where he has to look built. Yeah, he looks built, but he started to do none, none Terminator-like roles or Conan-like roles or like Predator. He started to do more what? Comedy-like. And for example, Twins with Danny DeVito. His chemistry with Danny DeVito, whether it's Twins or the movie where he gets pregnant. I forget what it's called. Great chemistry with Danny DeVito. So why do I say this? That Arnold Schwarzenegger is not a generic bodybuild guy who just looks good on screen. He's actually quite charismatic, and he actually is kind of funny. He has a sense of humor, and he could be funny. I think it's very underrated by people in that sense. Second only to the Batman. Oh, shush, man. You're hilarious. And Jingle All the Way with Sinbad, Turbo Man, Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman. I don't know if many of you young people know who Phil Hartman is, but Phil Hartman back in the day, From SNL. He voiced Troy McClure. Who else did he voice on The Simpsons? Troy McClure. Who else did he voice on The Simpsons? Troy McClure, lawyer. Lionel Hutz, right? He voiced Lionel Hutz, right? No, Troy McClure was the actor. Lionel Hutz was the lawyer. Okay. But I think he also voiced somebody else. Who else did he voice in The Simpsons? Phil Hartman. I forget who else. I know he voiced those two characters. But I forget who else. But yeah, Phil Hartman back in the day. Sinbad. Sinbad was one of the top comedians in the 90s. Back then. I think he still does comedy now, but it's not like his prime is gone. He's not in his prime of his career like in the 90s. Like most comedians. Most comedians have the prime in a certain decade and then they just go to comedy show, do comedy. What's it called? Circuit, right? A circuit. Where they go on the road. They have a schedule where they go on the road to different cities. They have a kind of like wrestling, right? Wrestling they call when they do house shows. It's called a circuit, right? The Ontario circuit, or in DeGrasse's case, the uh, the Tennessee circuit. What I mean by that, he'll go. They can have a show in Nashville. They have a show in Memphis. What else is in Ash? Is Ash? Is there? I don't know what else is in Tennessee. I just know those two cities. But that's what it means by circuits. Circuit. Yeah, I'm doing the California circuit. I'm going to L.A. I'm going to San Francisco. I'm going to Anaheim. I'm going to San Diego. I'm going to like Sacramento. San, Santa Fe. That's the California circuit. But yeah, that movie is hilarious because you really got to see more of how funny the Big Show. The Big Show. Actually, the Big Show's in that movie. Be right back, guys. Okay, back. Second only to the Batman. Well, Batman's more like a Halloween movie, though. Because it takes place around Halloween, not Christmas. Okay. Oh, all right. So what else? I guess Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I mean, if you want to talk about a Christmas Batman movie, you got to talk about Batman Returns. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Okay. Okay. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. It takes place during Christmas, and it's all about family. Christmas is about spending time with your family. Family. Okay. Right? I mean, look. Bruce Wayne, I mean, he doesn't spend Christmas, right? He's alone with Alfred. He doesn't really spend Christmas. Um, but Pigman doesn't spend Christmas alone because he has no family. They dumped him, right? They dumped him in the sewer. And it always takes place during Christmas. Oh, here we go. See, here's George. Oh, here we go. Hey, George, what's up?
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! It's 10 o'clock. I'm jacking a Georgia stream.
Just kidding. Just got done with It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, man. I'm just talking like movie. I'm just talking about. I just. What's your favorite Christmas movies? And we'll talk about it.
Oh man, this is. I love a lot of Christmas movies. Well, one of them I just got done watching. It's a Wonderful Life. Home Alone, the original. Although I love Home Alone 2 as well, but the original is one of my top 20 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Die Hard. Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone
Yeah,
says.
of course.
Trying to think what else because there's so many great ones. I love Elf.
I don't know. This thing is, I don't know if I love Elf anymore because I think I got tired of Will Ferrell's comedy over the years.
Well, here's the thing. That was back when Will Ferrell was funny.
Yeah.
Like the 2000s Will Ferrell, like Anchorman, Elf. See, that was Will Ferrell in his golden age. Have you talked about National?
Oh
Lampoon?
no, which one? The Griswolds?
Go! National Lampoon is probably the craziest.
Oh yeah.
Like this year I'm not having kind of Christmas, but we're kind of used to having those big family gatherings of seeing the relatives on Christmas and all that. But like, good lord, the Griswold family Christmas, cousin Eddie, I tell you, that guy.
Oh.
Yo, the Christmas bonus thing, the deaf aunt. The Christmas tree, like National Lampoon to me is one of the classics out there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good one, National Lampoon. That was a good.
And I didn't even realize, like, the first time I watched National Lampoon, because that was the first one I saw, I didn't realize that it was part of a series of vacation movies, because you got like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh
where
yeah,
they're going to Wally World.
Christmas, Vegas, and Europe.
Yeah, but no, National Lampoon. That's one of the great ones. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I used to think Chevy Chase was related to Will Ferrell when I first watched National Lampoon. No, seriously, I'm gonna be honest. I used to think he was related to Will Ferrell.
I mean, Will Ferrell even in the '90s was funny too. Like Will Ferrell was funny in the '90s also. And SNL. I mean, I love Night of Roxbury. Him and Chris Cadden. That's a great movie.
Trying to think, but yeah, no, National Lampoon definitely one of the best ones. No, like Elf. Well, here's the thing. I the first time I watched Elf was like at my old movie club back in middle school, and that movie's just like, here's the thing. The concept should be like one of those concepts that could have easily failed because there's some bizarre Christmas concepts that just don't do well, but Elf pulled it off.
Yeah.
Like you got James Caan in a comedic role. Yeah, you have like a lot of like big old veteran actors in that movie, like Ed Asner, Bob Newhart.
Oh, Bob Newhart in it? Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, Papa Elf.
Oh yeah. One of my favorites is I love Jingle All the Way.
Oh, Jingle! In my opinion, that's the best worst movie of all time because it's not a good movie, but it's so hilarious and rewatchable.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give props to Arnold because Arnold's actually like people. I think people underappreciate Arnold's comedic.
Here's the thing. Arnold's funny.
Yeah.
It's just, unfortunately, his comedic talents aren't in the best movies, but he saves those movies. Like Kindergarten Cop, not a great movie, but he's hilarious in that.
Yes. He's not just a big muscle up guy, action star. He actually has more than he actually has actual acting chops. May not be like Golden Globe or Oscar winning acting chops, but he actually has more in the tank than people give him credit for.
So I gotta tell a story about how I got into Jingle All the Way. So my future high school basketball coach, who was also like in charge of the basketball camp I used to go to and was also my gym/health teacher. In 4th grade, on the last day of health class before break, he just brought in Jingle All the Way for us to watch.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into the movie. And some of the stuff in there, it's so bizarre. And like there's certain things I didn't realize at the age of 10 and 11 when I first watched the movie. Like how creepy the neighbor was and how
Oh, Phil Hartman. Oh my God.
oh,
Yeah.
what a womanizer that dude was.
Oh yeah, I was trying to hit on Arnold's wife. Try to get with Arnold's
Oh
wife.
my. Yeah, and I remember like you know John Flickinger, the Flick Pick, right?
Yeah.
The reviewer.
Yeah.
So he did a review on Jingle All the Way 7 years ago. He made such a funny comment about it, saying like, he's pretty sure the guy has buried bodies in the woods. There's a couple of moments where the guy.
Killer.
Well, here's the thing. There's a couple of moments where the guy shows unhinged behavior, like when he burns his fingers and the kids are just playing in the background. He's like, "Pipe down in there."
He's like Ted Bundy.
Yeah, Tim Bundy basically. But Sinbad in that movie.
Sinbad, yeah. Yeah.
That's the one time. That's like one of the few times in a movie that racist jokes are actually hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like saying like this is racism, or like Rodney King. Like I was like, good lord, he's going out in on it. The Santas and the elves going after Arnold.
Oh my God! Because it was a ring. It was a black market ring, right? Like
yeah, I was like, good lord, this movie's PG. I watched this movie in elementary school.
So they had that giant elf, the giant Santa, and the small Santa. They had like a giant and we know that the guy who played the small. He's been in a lot of things too. Like we've seen him in a lot of stuff. Plays a small. He was in right. Yeah, that was hilarious. When they had like counterfeit Turbo Man dolls or whatever. Oh, that's hilarious. And it was funny. What's funny about that part when the police busted in and it was like a fake police badge.
How many people who saw that movie probably thought I can get away with that?
Yeah. And he pretended he was like undercover, right? Right, like he was undercover busting up the operation. And you can totally believe him because he was Jack, right? He's a big guy.
Also, that was Jake Lloyd before he was Anakin Skywalker.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
That's Jake Lloyd. The kid was Jake Lloyd.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that.
I didn't I never realized it until like later on. I was like, he seems familiar. Then it's like, oh, that's Anakin Skywalker. Before he was Anakin Skywalker. He didn't exactly have the best early filmography, although I think Phantom Menace and Jingle All the Way are better than.
Oh, neither does Scarlett Johansson, but she made a career out of it.
But you know what? I feel like Jingle All the Way and Phantom Menace have actually aged better. So you know what? Apologies.
Yeah, they made a sequel. Didn't they make a second one?
Yeah, with Larry the Cable Guy. And it was
yeah.
See, here's the thing. I hate when they do these sequels. It's like, because I was watching during the commercial breaks. Like I heard you were talking about, I think it was like Home Alone 2 for a little bit, and it's like, then we got Home Alone 3 which was a piece of garbage.
Hey, and then you had a Scarlett though, a young Scarlett.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing because she's barely in the movie that much.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jingle All the Way was just so hilarious, and. Seeing the 90s toys really made me feel nostalgic for the good old days.
Oh, back in the 80s and 90s?
80s, 90s, early 2000s?
When they had toys, when there was something that was hitting the market that was that big, it was like that. That's how crazy that...
But it's I just miss that era, and I think that's why I love watching these movies so much. Because it just takes me back to that time.
George, you don't have there's still obviously big certain toys, video games that come out, right? But you don't have back then when major Pokemon cards came out, Beanie Babies came out, with new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come out, it'd be packed and packed. Stores would be empty because everybody who was able to get an item, would have it. Now it's not like that anymore. You can, if somebody's big, you can still find it easily at a store. It won't be sold out.
But it's like again, like I'm just so taken back by that era
Yeah,
of movies, and it's like it's like people don't realize that it's actually not as hard to make a good family holiday movie. I gotta say this about Home Alone 2. Good lord, Harry Marv should have been dead.
you should have been dead in the first movie too.
Okay, maybe. Well, here's the thing though. Like, I wouldn't say that because, in my opinion, Home Alone 2. While I think Home Alone's a better movie, Home Alone 2's got funnier traps.
Yes,
Like
more
the
dangerous
traps.
traps.
Like first of all, Marv should have died after the first brick, or he should have been in a coma.
Yeah, from that height.
Yo, like seriously, Marv should have been in a coma after the first brick at the very least. But like the trap, like honestly, I would love it if they made like an adult Home Alone 3 with like adult Macaulay Culkin, old Joe Pesci, and old Daniel Stern, and be like, and them having like PTSD from Kevin. And
Oh,
instead of like going after Kevin, when they see Kevin, they get scared, and it's like the three of them are just like, trying to heal the trauma. But the pigeon lady, I gotta tell you, one time, me and my friend, we were driving to work together, and we saw this person, and all these pigeons were hanging around them. I was like, this feels like crazy pigeon lady.
oh, because pigeons are not afraid of people.
But Tim Curry was in the movie. I was like, and back then, I only knew Tim Curry as the villain from Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Ben Ravenclaw. It's like a limousine and a pizza.
I mean, him, and Rob Schneider, like a young Rob Schneider.
Yeah, before Rob Schneider became like a political commentator.
A crazy kook.
Here's the thing. Me and my mom, we used to think that the lady that worked at the hotel, we used to think that was a younger Maggie Smith.
Oh, it did look younger.
Like I used to be like, is that McGonagall?
I don't know who that is. So it's not Maggie Smith.
No, it's not Maggie Smith, but I used to think it was.
It was I don't know her name.
The
Dana
thing is,
Ivory,
with the Home Alone movies, the thing is, it's like you actually feel bad for Kevin, and it's like even as an adult, you're like, good lord, his family does treat him like crap.
The same Home Alone became one of those series that became home to DVD.
Well, TV directed to DVD. Yeah. The thing is, they just phoned it in, and it's like they don't realize what made Home Alone special.
And they tried to reboot, right? Like
first of all, let's just make this clear. No disrespect to any kid actor that's tried filling in the shoes. Macaulay Culkin was just a flat-out goat as a kid actor. He was a goat as a kid actor. Gotta remember, he was also in Richie Rich, Uncle Buck. He just won the all-time best.
Yeah, and Uncle Buck, he's really young. Oh yeah, and he played a fucking psychopath as a kid. Elijah Wood. Was he what's the movie called when he played like a criminal psychopathic kid with Elijah Wood? He also played that. Yeah, like he's been in Witchy Witch, Uncle Buck, these movies. He's been around. Macaulay Culkin. Yeah. I mean, when I heard Home Alone 3 was happening, I was excited for it. But then, like, I seen it, I'm like, yeah, this is not. But I thought it was gonna be Macaulay Culkin and like, and the rest of the cast coming back. No, I did not expect Scarlett Johansson to become big as she is now. I mean, like, she took a while for her to become big. She didn't become big as a child actress. That's the thing. Like, she was a child actress, but as a teenager, she didn't become big until Lost in Translation. That's her big break. And I think she was like 20s at the time. The 20. That's her big break. Was like young 20 or something year old. But that's the only thing the third movie gave us. It's like a brief introduction to Scarlett Johansson.
But here's the thing, because I also see you have Batman Returns and Die Hard in the title. While we're like, what about other movies that take place around Christmas, like Gremlins and Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, by the way, the Batman does not take place during Christmas. I think it takes place during Halloween, actually.
No, it takes place. No, it takes place on. It starts on Halloween, and then
Yeah,
it's like taking place beginning of November because it's an
I think
election, and
I think with the pig
elections
one,
take place the beginning of November.
I think in the pig one is like 1 or 2 weeks between between the Batman and the Penguin series. So yeah, it starts like around Halloween. Yeah, so it takes place around Halloween. Um, Arkham Origins takes place on. If you want to talk video games, Arkham Origins takes place on Christmas with the
Oh,
Joker.
yo, I love playing Arkham Origins around Christmas. First of all, I got it for Christmas back in 2013.
Yes,
Yeah, but yeah,
underappreciated game.
man, I love Lethal Weapon. I love Gremlins.
Oh yeah,
How about the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
I did not see the other one. It was made for Disney Plus. It came out a couple years ago. I did not see that one. There was like
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything special this series, but the original with Tim Allen, like how snarky he was when he first became Santa, when like with
oh,
the
that's
little
Tim Allen
girl.
for you.
Yo, he was like Scott Calvin because I shaved. I'm
Yeah.
lactose intolerant. That's my favorite scene.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tim Allen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've seen only 3 movies. First.
Yo, I gotta say though, I do not like the escape clause. I like Santa Claus 2. I don't mind Santa Claus 2, but I hate the escape clause. I hate the third one.
Yeah.
First of all, there was not enough to justify him wanting to quit being Santa Claus because outside of the trouble with the in-laws and his wife, his relationship with his former wife, Neil, Lucy, and Charlie was still good. His relationship with the elves was still good. I think it would have held more merit if there was more tension between him and the rest of his family. Because it's like they're trying to replicate It's a Wonderful Life and they do it so poorly.
Mm-hmm. That's the one. Oh, cause that's like George Winehouse in that movie. I guess.
Yeah, the Batman is better than Jingle All the Way. That is true. Also, Home Alone, I always forget, like, did we ever get an answer as to what Kevin McAllister's dad did for work?
Well, he's definitely well off. That's for sure. Stuff. No, but it definitely gives. The definitely has, makes him a lot of money because that's a manor. I think they had the biggest manor house on the property because nobody in that neighborhood
Also,
had a house the size of that. But
also, did the parents ever know that Kevin almost got attacked by burglars? Has he ever shared that with anyone? Did the old man that lives next to them ever share that?
I mean, didn't he have to go to court? Like to testify? Go to court as a
Did
witness?
the old man that lives next
Yeah.
to him ever say, "Hey, I had to protect your son from 2 bandits. One of them was trying to
I,
bite his finger
I
off."
mean, the parents eventually have to figure it out, right? Because like they have to go to court for their sentencing, right? And you're gonna need like the
Yeah,
full.
it's like, did they ever realize that their neglect almost led to him getting his finger bitten off, almost getting shot in the park?
I never threatening. Oh, I never threatening to hurt him too.
Also, did like what are like is he banned from that store that he accidentally took the
So,
toothbrush from?
oh yeah, I don't think he's just a kid. Don't let him get away
Yeah,
with it.
it's true.
His his father. I mean, does everybody in his family live in that manor? Like, do they all live in that manor? Like, I can see the uncle and his wife living in
Oh,
manor.
I hate that uncle, man. I look what you did, you little jerk. I loved it when Kevin called him out for being a cheapskate.
Yes. Oh, I would want to do your vacation, you cheapskate.
Yo,
Oh,
I'm kind of like Kevin. Don't get me wrong. I love Florida, but I don't want to go to Florida around Christmas. If I'm celebrating Christmas, I'm
oh, he
celebrating
said
Christmas.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Kevin. Like I want a traditional Christmas. I don't like going away on Christmas.
You know, like going with a Christmas where there's like no snow. Like snow synonymous with Christmas.
Actually, here's the thing. I like snow around Christmas. I hate snow after January. Like February, I hate February snow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Unless I get a snow day, but then I gotta shovel the snow, so it's not fun.
And then the next one they go to France.
Yeah, the first one they went to France. Yo, hearing "It's a Wonderful Life" in French was funny.
um, like
Trying to think.
where was
This
why did they just have a police car outside guarding the house just for protection? Like I don't know, I would do.
here's the thing: the police never found proof that Kevin was staying there
That's true. But they called. That's true.
because they stopped by.
Oh, that's true. I just love what he did to the. Oh, what he did to the pizza delivery guy, and what he did to the hotels. Merry
Oh, that was
Christmas.
so funny.
You've been smooching with everybody.
Yo, is that? I wish that was a real movie.
Oh yeah, I actually back then when I was young, I actually
I
thought it was
love
a real
old movies. Look, I love black and white movies.
I actually thought that was a real movie. Like I actually thought it was
You've
like.
been smooching with my brother.
Like, and he been smooching with what's his name and apparently like the bellhop guy, right? The old man who brings up the suitcases, right? Apparently has a name mentioned in the video, right? Cliff or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody get out! There's a madman in there. Oh my god!
Yo,
Oh, that's
also
funny.
Donald Trump made an appearance in that movie.
I think it was a Trump Tower, the hotel.
Yo, Trump owned the hotel at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Down the hall and to yo, can I just say this though? In fairness to Donald Trump, he was the only adult that kind of like made a puzzled look of a kid entering the hotel by himself. Although he didn't do anything about it.
It's, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Trying to think like all the great like old Christmas movies.
Oh,
First of all, Die Hard. I just gotta say this: Hans Gruber. Yo, I don't know if you ever watched what was it? How I Met Your Mother, when he was like defending why he thinks
oh yes,
Johnny
yes.
Lawrence was the
The bad guy, the good
hero,
guy.
was the good guy. When he was asked on an episode who you root for in Die Hard, and he said Hans Gruber because he died hard.
Yeah. Barney always sides with the bad guys.
Ah man, Hans Gruber. Yo, that was before Alan Rickman was Snape, before he was the Metatron in Dogma. Yo, Carl Winslow from Family Matters was in that movie.
Yeah.
When I saw him in there, I was like, because I watched Family Matters before I watched Die Hard, I was like, it's Carl, and he plays a cop.
Yeah. What original Von Johnson or something? Yeah, he plays the cop who's communicating with Lewis's character.
I feel bad for him. It's like, oh, the weather outside is frightful. Then he gets shot at, and he's like panicking in the car.
Dude, he plays a cop in Die Hard. He plays a cop on Family Matters.
Wasn't he like a cop for a brief moment in Ghostbusters?
I don't know.
I think he was the cop that said, Ghostbusters, you're free to go, or that the mayor wants to talk to them.
Really?
I think so. I think he was in there. Yo, he was like the typecast black cop.
Oh my god.
I had to say, though, he always played a cop.
Yeah, he always played a cop. It could be him. Maybe.
But man.
Yeah, he was a corrections officer. Yeah. Corrections officer. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he always did play the cop. Wait a minute. He was in Avengers Endgame too? Oh, he was in Avengers Endgame, but a scene got deleted.
What?
I just looked at filmography. Yeah, he was supposed to be in Endgame, but his scenes got deleted. He was like
Carl
a fire
Winslow
chief.
was gonna be in.
Yeah.
No, I'm pissed at the Russos now. You don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy
It's
is
like, oh, I'm trying to imagine Family Matters. If Family Matters was in the same universe as Infinity War,
and
and
you know,
like,
it could be because Family Matters got so ridiculous with Steve Urkel's stuff. Like, it was not real. It was not real anymore. It became so fantasy like. Like, it was the same universe as Full House. because there was a crossover one episode of Full House where Steve goes all the way to where the Tanners lived in one episode. But if you watch the Family Matters episodes, you see like they go to back in time, they have space travel, they have freaking robots.
I love the Family Matters Christmas episodes.
Like, yeah, Family Matters became so ridiculous as the seasons went on. Like, this sitcom is like, because sitcoms are not really sitcoms back then didn't really have like fantasy type stuff. It's just basically sitcom stuff, right? Like real life stuff. This Family Matters got to a point where it became you could go back in time, you could go to the future, you could teleport, you could do this, you could clone. Like, it became so fucking ridiculous, Family Matters. And there was a lot of problem in that show. That show, behind the scenes, oof, it was a nightmare. It was a mess. Remember what happened? You don't have Judy anymore. Remember the third child?
No, they got really the child just disappeared.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just a mess behind the scenes. I love the show too, but like, Jaleel White was like the golden child, and he can't do anything wrong. And Steve Urkel was. It was called Family Matters. Let's be honest. It's really called the Steve Urkel show. It's really called Steve Urkel show. Because the show really well revolved around Steve Urkel. But yeah, let's get back to Christmas. You ever watch like you ever seen Scrooge? Bill Murray's version of Scrooge?
Oh my goodness. A mean-spirited movie that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like basically right. He's like basically the tale of Scrooge, right? Like Scrooge hates Christmas. The ghosts of the past, present, future, right? And he's like a TV executive, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. That
made people work on Christmas. Oh, how about George? Do you love the Ernest movies?
No, I've never seen them.
Oh, there's one where Ernest goes to saves Christmas. Santa Claus. Santa Claus is looking for a new person to be Santa Claus. Ernest doesn't become that, but he's looking for a new person to become Santa Claus. It's funny. I like Ernest's movies. What else is a good Christmas movie?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw Love Actually or ever heard of
have.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I remember I had to watch it for college. For a romantic movie. It was actually pretty good. Like you had Alan Rickman, you had Emma Thompson, you had Mr. Bean in there, Rowan Atkinson, like I think that's his name. Yo, this funny scene where like is minor spoiler where Alan Rickman he's purchasing a necklace for this girl at work, not his wife, this girl at work, and he's trying to do it without his wife coming over. And Rowan Atkinson's character is like making the gift wrapping procedure going so long, and it's so hilarious. He like puts a cinnamon stick in there, and he's like putting holly in there, and Alan Rickman's like going into state mode, going, "I don't want it in a Christmas box. No holly, no bloody holly." Liam Neeson's also in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, like. Really good movie. I highly recommend it to people.
Good Christmas movies. Let's see.
I just got done watching It's a Wonderful Life. That's a fantastic movie. Listen, I think that's a movie that everyone should watch at least once a year, even if it's not around Christmas, just to remind people of the good that you do.
Yeah. Holdovers. Oh, the Holdovers is National Lampoon's Vacation. Yeah. Scrooge. Die Hard. Miracle on 34th Street is a classic. Obviously,
that's a classic as well. Oh, The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, Muppets Christmas Carol. Nightmare. Trading Places. That's a Christmas. Home Alone. Rudolph. Muppets Christmas Carol. Yeah.
Oh, Polar Express.
Santa?
The Polar Express. I just gotta say, the Polar Express. I know people complain that that was back with that motion capture stuff. I don't care. I love Polar Express.
Mhm.
Yo, the know-it-all kid. Yo, we got someone at work that looks just like the know-it-all kid and dressed up like him on Wednesday.
Maybe
And
what's it?
but I imitate the voice so well. It's like, hey, guess what? You know what train this is? Oh man.
Yeah. We got half an hour. Wait, we got like half an hour to midnight, so we got time to talk stuff. More Christmas.
Should we consider Iron Man 3 a Christmas movie if we consider Batman Returns?
Is Hawkeye a Christmas show? That takes place during Christmas.
It's got Christmas music.
And yeah, and the final fight scene takes place at Times Square, wherever that Christmas tree is in New York. Like Batman Returns is a Christmas movie because there's a lot of Christmas themes in that movie, family and stuff,
It
right?
was Nightmare Before Christmas before the Nightmare Before Christmas came
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh, I love Nightmare Before Christmas as well. But honestly, my preference is to watch Nightmare Before Christmas around Halloween than Christmas.
Yeah,
That's just my preference. I rather watch it around Halloween than Christmas.
it can't. Yeah, that's that's that was a good movie, Tim Burton movie, Night Before Christmas. That was a great.
Well, and the Grinch with Jim Carrey, to me that is underrated.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Listen, the Grinch. People were just nicer to the Grinch. He wouldn't have been a Grinch.
yeah,
I love the Jim Carrey Grinch. To me, like, here's the thing. I saw in Walmart because I was in Walmart yesterday before picking up my sister. I saw a two disc thing of like how the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 2000 movie, and the 2003 Cat in the Hat. I was like, who would want to watch the 2003 Cat in the Hat?
Oh no, no, no! Cat Hat was horrible. No, no. The Dr. Seuss Cat Hat's horrible. It's uh, yeah. I like the original Grinch movie. That was hilarious. I mean, Jim Carrey is funny as hell. And I did not see the other one with Cumberbatch. Was he the Grinch also?
Oh, I hated that one. That one was boring. That was like
Yeah.
the 2018 anime movie. Nah, forget that one.
Also, yeah,
Like I'm not a purist, but it's like I like watching movies that are entertaining.
yeah, that was not a good movie. But yeah, I mean, technically, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Uh, Iron Man 3, I don't know. Like Marvel doesn't really have movies take place during specific times of the year, but Hawkeye did take place during Christmas, technically. Um, Batman Returns took place during Christmas. That's because um, it was the right time to do it because of all the family and all of that. Family's about Christmas is about spending time with your family, opening up presents, and obviously, it's Pig One didn't have any family to do that with, and it made him bitter. And well, same with Bruce Wayne, right? Like Bruce Wayne didn't have any family. Talking about presents besides Alfred. Like Bruce Wayne doesn't celebrate Christmas. Batman does not celebrate Christmas. Okay,
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
celebrate.
like even like Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon, like he was like, I don't celebrate Christmas, or like heroes don't celebrate.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, even Arkham Origins, he's like, you Arkham Origins, he goes out on Christmas Eve. Like villains don't take a night off. I don't take a night off. You know what? He kind of has a point because why is there to celebrate? I mean, like, first of all, Batman is not a faithful guy. He doesn't believe in faith anyway, right?
No.
Second of all, he doesn't really have a family to celebrate it with. Um, Alfred might believe in it, but this is Batman we're talking about. He's so
Yo,
obsessed with crime fighting that there's no such thing as a night off for him.
Did you ever like grow up watching like the claymation stuff, like Santa Claus is coming to town or Year Without Santa Claus?
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Year Without Santa Claus. I love the Heat Miser and Snow Miser stuff.
I do like the gingerbread house, baking gingerbread houses back in the day and eating them.
Like I would like to me, as long as I watch Rudolph, Santa Claus
Rudolph.
coming to town, and Year Without Santa Claus, like those are the claymations, stop motion stuff I have to watch.
Yeah.
Like I love Santa Claus is coming to town. I love Year Without Santa Claus, and I love Rudolph.
What's some of your favorite Christmas, I don't know, TV episode shows, if you can think of any?
Well, I love the Family Matters stuff. What's New Scooby Doo had a really good holiday special with like the snowman, and it
Hmm.
was like they had this really good song about with Santa Claus. I love the Flintstone Christmas stuff. The Christmas
I
Carol,
like.
the when Fred was pretending to be Santa at the mall, when Fred was helping Santa deliver gifts. I love the Flintstone Christmas stuff.
I
Like to
do like
me,
some of the Simpsons Christmas episodes. The first episode with Santa
oh,
Little Helper.
I love the one with Bart in the store.
Yeah, yeah, that one too. Um, I do. I actually do like the Batman animated series episode with the Joker. The Batman episode with the Christmas.
Oh, I love the Justice League episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got Human Knight. Ultra Human
Well,
Knight.
here's
Remember?
the other thing. I love how Superman believes in Santa. He's like, you mean Santa? You would think a guy that travels the world at the speed of light would have by now noticed some
I mean,
jolly
if
fat guy
Santa
in a
lives in
beard
North
and a bunch of
Pole,
elves.
if Santa lives in North Pole, I think Superman would know, right? Because the Force of Solid is not in
Yeah.
North. And that's the same episode. They got like then the Flash got like Ultra Humanite to be like nice for a day. Like yeah, I remember that. I remember I like the Jingle. I like Joker episode. Jingle bells, Batman bells, wobbly today. Batmobile lost a little Joker cause away. Hey, I like that. I mean, the Joker loves Christmas. He loves Christmas. That's oh yeah, like in the Long Halloween when the Joker part was during Christmas. In the Long Halloween graphic novel. Yeah, that was when the part of the Joker in that graphic novel was during Christmas, I believe. Fucking hilarious.
George Lopez had a funny Christmas episode. It was like you remember the George Lopez show from the 2000s?
Yeah.
So the one where like Angie's parents come to visit, and George like is recommended to check out this Christmas Carol play, and it's like a Chicano family Christmas Carol or something. And the Scrooge in there, he's like some kind of like, he like some kind of gangster wannabe or something. And like Tiny Tim is someone called Timmy Timaleo. He gets shot at the beginning, and it's like he's like Tiny Timoteo's been shot. And then like Scrooge is like, oh no, they're backing up, like a gang war happening. I was like, this is a version of A Christmas Carol that I wish was a real movie.
Oh, I love TV sitcoms when they do a Christmas episodes.
Oh man, yeah, no, they always are hilarious when they do them. I'm trying to think what other show. I don't know if you ever heard the show called The Middle. It used to be on
I
ABC.
have, yes, yes.
Oh man, some of the Christmas specials that they had.
I know the middle very well. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love The Middle.
Uh,
They had some really good. Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. That was a really good one.
yeah.
I like that one a lot. Trying to think like other ones. I feel like SpongeBob has gotten kind of annoying with the Christmas specials recently.
Uh-huh.
I feel like the best ones with SpongeBob was like the original one and the 2012 claymation stop motion one they did. After that though, it kind of felt like they lost their luster. They just kind of became episodes with Santa making an appearance, not even about Christmas. Like I have to say how it is.
Yeah, I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while.
Um, Oh, I remember when like they had something called the Looney Tunes show had a bizarre take on A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Yo, Lola Bunny was so dumb in that show. She just was like, Carol's a character, not a Christmas Carol. I'm like, you know what? That has a good idea for a movie where someone's trying to put on a play, but they don't realize that Carol's not a person.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh my goodness, that'd be such a good idea. Yeah. You know, honestly, my favorite version of A Christmas Carol is probably the Muppet Christmas Carol. I love Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh yeah. There was an I love the Scrooge character. I don't know, like it's a perfect character for Christmas to like to feel love again, to be feel hope again. Like that's what Christmas is all about. For people like Scrooge, it's about making them feel good again. I mean, there's been like not exactly Christmas movies like Scrooge, but there's been movies like that's inspired by Scrooge with the three ghosts, but not exactly Christmas related. I mean, like, do you have you seen that movie with Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Gardner, where Matthew McConaughey is a womanizer?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, he did something that he's a womanizer, and like, there's a reason why he's a womanizer, and then there's a three Emma Stone is actually in the beginning. There's actually like three ghosts, one from the past, present, and the future. And the future shows them the future that since he's a womanizer, is all going to be alone, and nobody's going to be at his funeral except his like brother. That's it. Yeah, nobody's at the funeral because he's going to be like isolating all of them. So it's not exactly like Scrooge, but you get the idea, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah. Um, it's funny, like also like I do love the. I mean, I would do the Batman Part Two during Christmas, but whatever.
Yeah, that's up to Matt Reeves to make that call.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how long it's going. I don't know how from the Penguin, how long the time difference is going to be from Penguin to the Batman Two. To be honestly, I mean, I think what like you kind of have to build up in between, I guess. I mean, the Penguin has the Penguin's like yeah, Penguin's managed to make a name for himself, managed to take control. But he still has to continue building up, right? You can't build up in a week. He has to build up over time. I guess Brian is not joining us. All right. Mike and Molly. Uh, I want to see what Max is talking about. Odyssey movie, huh? Is that what he's talking about? Will Odyssey be big Hollywood's biggest production of all time? That's the topic he's talking about. Will Odyssey be the biggest Hollywood production of all time? George, what do you think?
What's gonna be the biggest Hollywood production?
Odyssey.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
But I don't think it'd be the biggest production. I tell you, it's probably gonna be the biggest production.
Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. Doomsday and Secret Wars. The Avenger movies. The Avenger movies.
I think Odyssey will definitely probably be the biggest non.
Maybe, maybe Nolan wise, but it's not gonna be bigger than those Doomsday and Secret Wars. Wasn't Infinity War and Endgame the biggest production budget at the time of all time at the time? Something like that. Look, Honestly, yes. Honestly, it's having big time actors, and it's probably gonna have the effect CGI because there's probably gonna be like a lot of screen with myths, with monsters and stuff. But you gotta look at the budget. You gotta look at the. I mean, it has a huge cast. Like, don't get me wrong. Anne Hathaway, Overpass, and Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, right? But you gotta look at Doomsday too, man. Look at Doomsday's having in that cast. It's part of the budget. Look what Doomsday's having. You got the Thunderbolts. I mean, I assume we're gonna see Florence Pugh, right? You got Benedict Cumberbatch, right? The Fantastic Four is cast. So that's Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Crane, and the other guy. That's big. You also got Sam Wilson coming back. Chris Evans is coming back. Robert Downey Jr. Oh, wait, George. Robert Downey Jr. is making close to 100 million himself, right? This is gonna be the Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars is gonna be the biggest production to date. Not Odyssey. Not Odyssey. Not Odyssey. I don't know where Max is getting this from.
I mean, I'm excited for all the movies,
Yeah,
but
Odyssey's gonna be good. I'm sure it's gonna be good. I mean, Christopher Nolan has some. He has some. He has a lot of good movies. He has some like clunkers. That's true. It's obvious, right? He has some.
well, even though like this is a musical, White Christmas. That's another classic.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
But honestly, the best song in that movie isn't even a Christmas song. It's a song about the sisters, sisters, and when the two guys are like imitating them. Yeah, there's a lot of great Christmas movies out there. And honestly, here's the thing. Even like if it's not a Christmas movie, I just love watching old movies around this time of year. There's just something about watching old movies around this time period that's just something special. Because yesterday I wasn't even like watching like Christmas movies. I was like watching old movies
The thing is,
that
yeah, I mean, like they first started putting Christmas movies on TV since like end of Thanksgiving.
oh, A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story is good too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm watching that tomorrow morning. I just gotta say this: A Christmas Story. The bully Farkas that's getting punched. Yo, the mom never even bothered to check to see if he was okay. Yo, the boy, the brother, yo, whiniest little. I don't even want to say it, but the dad was hilarious. The leg lamp. I want to get a leg lamp.
Did you see like these? Did you see
But yo,
what's
he
ridiculous?
did shoot his eye out eventually.
Do you see the ridiculousness about Superman's trunks that came about Superman's trunks today?
Oh my goodness, people, let it go. Let it go. Let it
Jim's gonna
go.
call Zack Snyder about the trunks. It was actually I tried a billion times to get the trunks and I couldn't see where it fit. I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you, man. You didn't want the trunks. I'm sorry, you didn't want the trunks.
Who wanted the trunks?
Like Zack Snyder, yeah, like James Gunn contacted Zack Snyder, said about the trunks, and Zack Snyder's like, I tried a billion times, billion different ways. Like I'm exaggerating here. Obviously, he did try a billion times, but he tried. But I mean, he did a lot of things. Try to
Okay,
find.
so if Zack Snyder said he wanted to do the trunks, then like
But
there shouldn't be a. But here's the thing: they'll be like, "But he didn't do it, did
yeah,
he?"
yeah. I mean, when you say you had a billion, yeah, I had like a billion ideas how to do the trunks. I mean, does that mean you had a lot of ideas, but you couldn't see which one worked? I mean, bullshit. I think it's lying. He didn't want the trunks. I don't think he wanted the trunks. And here's the thing. I know we're hyped about Superman, but James Gunn, can you stop talking about it for a little bit? We're 7 months out. Stop. You can. You're letting out too much, George. He's letting out too much.
No,
You
he
know what I
is.
mean? Huh?
He needs. I think he needs to. He should cool it down.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about too much on social media. Talk about the trunks, even the actors, not just the trunks, but other stuff. and Corn Sweat talked about a little bit. I mean, it's too much. We're 7 months out. Save it as we get closer. Save your stuff as we get closer. What's going to happen when the press tour starts like 2 or 1 month before the movie comes out? You're going to have nothing to say to the interviewers. You're all going to be able to say it on social media. There's all going to be on social media. Save it. Calm down about it. Save it. You don't. Okay.
Save it. Make Grace Randolph look like a clown.
Well, I wanted.
I mean, she does that by herself, so.
Yeah, I want her to do a super. I mean, I hope she does a Superman trailer because I want to roast her on that. I'm waiting, but she has to take a vacation to be with her family. I'm waiting for Grace. Come on, Grace. Do it for the AWO. I'm just toning it down a bit. Tone it down. Like, keep the fans wanting more. Okay? And that's a good thing. Stop giving in. Keep the fans wanting more. Okay? Wanting more, not giving more. Wanting more. Oh yeah, did you hear were you here? Yeah, you were here last. No, you were here last night.
Yeah, I was here last night.
I told you about the Jane Grey rumor. Okay.
Yeah, so you sing.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was last night or the day before. Have I talked about it? I'm just like tired of that Friendly Neighborhood Spider.
I can't wait to see what DVDs I get tomorrow. I have an idea what I'm gonna get.
This the Disney Plus show, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man show is supposed to come out next month. No trailer yet. Nothing.
I'm not looking forward to this cartoon, if I'm going to be honest.
I think it's. I know people are excited, but I don't think it's.
Honestly, I much rather them try to revive the '90s animated cartoon and do like Spider-Man '98, or after watching X-Men '97, I'm like, honestly, I feel like for the animation stuff, they should just revive the '90s stuff and like kind of wrap it up.
Yeah. Oh, I like this.
I feel like there's a lot of story you can tell with that.
I do like this idea from Brad Winderbaum, who is executive for like Marvel Animation and Marvel TV. There's been talks about bringing a Marvel Animation movie to the theaters. I'd love to see Marvel Animation in the theaters. That'd be awesome. Would you think that'd be good?
It'd be good. I don't know how well it's gonna do box office wise though.
I think it'd do fun. I haven't watched What If season 3.
I haven't even watched What If season 2.
Same. I was gonna say that too. I haven't seen season 2 either.
Apparently, there's an episode where Happy Hogan goes all Die Hard.
Ugh. I don't know. I mean, I like season 1. I don't know why I never decided not to see season 2 or season 3. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just
my thing is, it's like I feel like because it feels like there's some shows that I feel like could lead to somewhere, but then there's other stuff that I'm like, I don't need to rush to watch it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like 2021 there was a rush to watch everything because we had gone a whole year without MCU content. So like I was like watching the episodes the day they aired.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2022 I kind of would wait a couple days or whatever. After that though I kind of was just like, do I really need to watch this now? Like Loki was the one that season 2 was the one that I was making sure I was watching.
I just watched the live action shows and the good cartoon shows like X-Men '97. I'll probably watch Spider-Man when it comes out. I mean, I do like Creature Commandos, but it's nothing special.
See, that's what I gotta watch during break. Creature Commandos. I want to watch it. I just haven't had the time to, and because between work and with the Christmas stuff on, it's like I want to get my Christmas stuff out of the way.
It's almost over. Like it's the 5th episode this Thursday. There's 2 episodes left. Yeah, you know what? Binge watching Creature Commandos is easy. It would be easy for you, George, because it's like only 20-minute episodes. They're not long like Disney Plus shows. It's really really short the episodes, so you can easily binge watch that in a day. Well, if it's like 20 to 25 minutes an episode, you can watch like 2.5 to 3 episodes an hour. Basically, you'd be done like in 3 hours watching the whole thing. Because it's only seven. Oh, you're free now, but I'm gonna. Like Blind just says he's free now, but I'm gonna end it at 12. We're gonna wait till midnight. Blinded.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, I mean, especially because like gift day tomorrow. I like to get up early because then after that I'm watching Christmas Story.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes, and nobody's. I think people are not watching as much as usual because they're probably busy themselves. And I don't
No,
even
it's
know what
also
plan to talk Thursday. I don't know.
I
I'm
can't wait
ready.
to see what I get tomorrow.
Let's talk
See,
basketball.
like
3 minutes.
basketball. Oh my goodness. First of all, I think it's embarrassing that the Milwaukee Bucks are not playing tomorrow. Listen, Giannis is box office. You don't have one of the best players
I
in the
understand.
game.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, and here's the thing. Can I just say this? I'm sick and tired of ESPN always talking about the Lakers. Guess what? The Knicks are winning. They're a big market team. Talk more about the Knicks. I get it. LeBron's on
They
the
starting to
Lakers.
because they're winning.
Good. I'm sick and tired of hearing about the Lakers, the Warriors. Like,
I mean, look at this. Look at this. 76ers and Celtics. I mean, yeah, I know obviously because nobody expected the 76ers to be this bad, but
it's
like
like
anybody wants
talk about
76ers.
the Thunder. Talk about the Thunder. Talk about the Grizzlies.
The
Talk
Thunder
about the
don't even
teams.
play. Like they don't even play tomorrow. You know why they don't talk about the Thunder? Because they're in freaking Oklahoma. That's why.
But it's like, listen, if they make it to the NBA Finals, you gotta show some damn respect on that.
ESPN only talks about basketball when it's a big market team like
Yeah,
LA, New York,
that's why I
Boston.
hate them.
Yeah. See, they should talk about Oklahoma. They don't even talk about Cleveland that much. And Cleveland was like first, right? They don't even, look, they still talk about the Suns. The Suns suck. Um, they talk about the 76ers because, the problems going to 76ers. But, like, look, I understand why I understand why the Spurs are next game to 12. I understand why the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs are actually, I think they're over 500. But I understand why, even if they were not over 500, they want to put Remby on, right? They want to show Remby on Christmas Day. That's the reason why. If it wasn't for Remby, Spurs would not have a Christmas Day game.
But it's like, can we showcase Shangilius and Giannis? Like,
No,
I'm sorry, like it's such an embarrassment.
they got to showcase, LeBron
Yeah.
versus Steph Curry.
Who
Joel
cares
Embiid.
at this point? Those
Who
two things do
is Joel
nothing.
Embiid even playing tomorrow for the 76ers?
Yeah, who cares about the 76ers? Like,
I do. They got to keep winning. It makes better odds for my Raptors. That's what I care
I'm
about.
so sick and tired of hearing about some of these teams. I really am.
They do it for basketball, right? Every day the fucking 76ers, the Lakers.
Yeah.
They talk about the Lakers today. I'm like, fucking 16-13. You're in the playoffs. Like, what's the big deal? I mean, like,
All I know is I'm just sick of it.
yeah,
Oh,
look at this.
it's fun. It's officially Christmas.
And so they talk about basketball. They mostly talk about football, right? Here's the thing. What I find when they talk about football, they'll talk about any team in football that's good. That's good. It doesn't matter what market they're in. But with basketball, it's always the same cities. Teams. Like, look at this. Look at Cleveland is 26-4. They don't even talk about Cleveland. They'll put the Celtics ahead of Cleveland. Look at this. Cleveland has the best record in the NBA, I believe. Yeah, they do. Best record. It's in then the Thunder. I say Thunder is second with the record. How How the hell did Atlanta Hawks end up making it to the Cup semifinals with a basically a 500 record? Oh, by the way, it is Christmas now. It is the 25th where we are. Zion Williamson is supposed to come back next week for the Pelicans. Yeah, the NBA is worried tomorrow because of the football games are on Netflix, and I'm like, yeah, but the football games are on Netflix. I mean, you got bigger cable TV. Are you gonna watch the next game at 12 tomorrow?
Probably not. I'm going because I'm probably going to like a later church mass
Mhm.
for Christmas. So I don't know if I'll be watching any basketball yet.
I mean, you got the Spurs, Knicks, and Timberwolves, Mavericks, 76ers, Celtics, Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, and Suns. I'll probably watch them all. I don't know. I'll probably have like football on my
Like I'm
laptop.
watching Christmas Story, probably Muppet Christmas Carol, and the Jim Carrey Grinch because I haven't watched those yet.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. It is Christmas where we are. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, do all that. George, go ahead.
Merry Christmas. Stay tuned for what I got. The following day, I'll do my Mufasa Lion King review. The following day, haven't decided if I'm seeing Sonic 3 yet, but I'm definitely going to be seeing Nosferatu before the year is over. Maybe I'll watch it New Year's Eve since it's $5 ticket day in my theater. Get my
Nice.
vampire on.
Nice. All right, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment below. I'll be back Thursday. Don't know yet. It's not going to be a holiday stream or thing. It's actually going to be like an actual entertainment stream and stuff. Right? Like not